I have the e-viewer open. It's not showing it though. Do you have a different key for them?
Do you hear it? You should hear it at least.
Oh, there we go. I guess it just wasn't up when I checked earlier.
Let me reopen this thing anyway. It's being weird. I'm almost set up, folks. We're just preparing a thing. There it is. Okay. Well, we'll be ready in just a minute, folks. These guys are all ready to go. This first one will take just a minute longer to start because I gotta finish reps. How you doing, Andy? You ready for this?
Yeah.
Ridiculously long commitment. Ready for We
I'm gonna
have
be tracking Fayen and Vasco Spot, right?
what's that?
I'm gonna be tracking Fayen and Vasco Spot, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a round 2 match technically here, but it doesn't really matter. Like, match is a match. It's just gonna be a while before they get to go again if they win, because that's gonna be round 3. Round 1 is open, means that they start with sword and stuff, and they have to do the escape. That's not gonna be the case for round 3. So round 2 is really just gonna, they're just gonna start right away, and you know.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we're going by average time. A lot of people didn't understand that, what we're doing, but that's definitely what we're doing. So I'm going to add their times together and then divide by 2 is what I'm going to do.
Basically, it changes nothing. Try and go as fast as possible.
Well, it does.
You just can't have, like... You can't have one person just, like, not even try and finish the game. Both people do have to finish.
Yeah, there's a couple different ways to run this. You could just have it so that one person finishes, which I didn't like at all. The other option was... Yep. I'm going to go ahead and get started here. They all said they're ready.
Yep, I see 4 readies.
I might have to tweak their screens a little bit, because it's a little hard to judge by this one. But I can do that mid-run.
Ooh, Vasco's got the boost sprite. I think Vasco's, their screen's a little too big though, because I can't see the seed.
I'll fix it. Yeah, they're all gonna be a little off. I'll fix that while we're watching. So the rules to this thing, obviously we can't have game audio at all, like usual. That's usually the case with the things I stream, but like in this case, certainly with the 4 dudes, there's no way. We got a boo. So it's green versus blue, red here, obviously, but they're all in the same seed. They're all sharing information with their teammate. I don't care how they do that. Whether they, I hope that they're using a Discord call for that purpose. That's what I would recommend.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
A lot of money in this game. You're not going to see a lot of divergence until later on once they're out.
Yeah, I like open a lot better. It's going to take a while for I just felt like we have a lot of new racers in this race, so I felt like I should give them a break and give them a standard run first. Just get a warm-up.
Yeah, standard's fine. The Brew Sprite is actually harder for doing trickier stuff like bomb jumps because you need to be very precise with where you are.
Yeah, I felt that way about that.
It's a great sprite, don't get me wrong, but it's probably like a harder sprite to use if you're using custom.
I didn't even try it because I know I'd have a lot of trouble with bomb jumping with that stuff. There we go. I have an issue of they're streaming to Twitch, so I have to worry about, you know, they don't have their screens the same way. I have this complication to capture this crop correctly. It's not something I usually have to deal with. I guess I could have. I mean, I'd rather have them stream to Twitch. It's just easier for this. But you know, I could do my own thing again. Eliminate the pain of this. That looks pretty good. I think I got it fixed up now.
Yeah, it should be fine.
We see the pertinent information. Anyway. We're finally off. I had a bit of trouble scheduling this because it's SGDQ. I don't know if you've ever heard of this thing. Apparently it's pretty big. It's going on right now, I guess. So I hear.
But we're playing video games quickly too. Why don't we have 1 million viewers?
I mean, we do. I do have alerts off on this, by the way. So, everyone's getting subs about the same time here.
Yeah, red is a little bit behind right now. We're going off average at times, so as long as both people can clear a pretty good time, doesn't matter too much.
Ah, the layout is wrong, you're right. Those names are backwards. I can fix that right now.
Oh, no.
Historian Frank is in the bottom left, for sure. Let me fix that. I mean, it's Clifford and Historian Frank. Yeah, Historian Frank's in the bottom left, not Fayen.
Ah.
The names are in the incorrect place, that's all. Oh, I see what I did. It's my scoreboard program that's messing with me. Thanks for the heads up on that, though. Okay, we got, I gotta just fix their name.
2 players, 1 game.
That's right.
Unprecedented.
Now we're all set. That looks correct. Let me know if I have any more mistakes like that. It's game 1. Bound to be some complications, right? Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
we're moving on to the escape. The important thing here is that you get some bombs, but they all have that. Probably a chest with 3. I wasn't watching. I was busy messing. Is that what happened? They got a chest with some bombs?
Yeah, bombs were in a chest, so everybody has 3 at the very least.
You can't rely on that. I like to kill some dudes to try and get them, but like, you never know, man. Boost hitbox is exactly the same. There's no way that they could change the character. That would be bad. They wouldn't allow that, no.
Oh no, got a wasted bomb. Frank has lost a bomb. Got hit by a rat.
I did put in 10 epic tons of Zelda music in this. It just has not chosen to play it yet. I just threw it into my review playlist because I didn't want to go all Zelda. I could, I guess. You know what? Let's do that for a while. No reason to play other things. There.
It's like green out of the sewers first.
True. Have they gotten any items?
Yeah, I got him on my tracker. There's a hammer and Brian Kane.
Now you can
There
see.
it is.
This is my slacking, but now you can hear the drums that we have actually installed on this sucker. We're not messing around. So they all have the blue cane and the hammer.
Yep.
I'm gonna do a better job tracking this now. And do my best.
See, got a save and quit on Vascos already. They're splitting up.
Interesting
Interesting.
plan.
Green team is they're both going the same way. Like Clifford's going to check the woodcutter cave. Vasco's headed down to Swamp Palace.
They are splitting up a little bit. See, I think that Red Team's plan is the plan I would use. You want to split up as much as you can.
Yeah, the green, they're both going the same way, which is fine if there's good items in Lost Woods, but if not, then you're running a risk there. Vasco's gets a tiny shield.
There's 2 items in Lost Woods. Maybe they're splitting them up. There's flippers. Clifford's got the flips. Piece of heart for Story and Frank. I'm surprised that Clifford wanted that. The weird thing about this is that they're going to be sharing constantly everything that they pick up, so you have to keep in mind that they know things that you normally wouldn't.
They're gonna know everything. Let's go checking the lake cave. What's in there? Watch out for those worms. They're deadly. They'll kill you.
Marking off that shield.
It's important.
It is.
Powerful item. Blocks arrows. That's about it.
These 2 split the village.
Vasco's finding the Master Sword and the Moon Pearl.
Nice.
Didn't see what Frank got, though. More bombs, at the very least.
The lake has all of it. Surprisingly hard to keep up with 4 players, but I'm doing my best.
I'm having trouble with even just 2.
Work in progress.
Because like one person will get a really good cave and I'll have to mark those all off, and then the other person will be getting another cave with 4 stuff. 4
yeah,
things
the
in
start's gonna be really rough. For us.
it. Ooh, Frank finds a hook shot in the well.
There really isn't anything in this town at all.
Frank apparently skipping the bomb cave. Apparently got tipped off by his teammate. Must not have been anything good in there.
Oh, I was mixing up the names. I see. Frank has the hook shot.
Yep.
That means Clifford must have it too. I didn't see it. Which chest was it?
It was in the well, the leftmost.
Oh, behind the wall.
I don't think it was behind the wall. I don't think he bombed it. I think he skipped that.
The race has a mirror on it.
Looks like Vascos is trying to do fake flippers. He got it. Oh, no, wait, he has
Frank.
flippers, doesn't he? Oh no, he's doing fake. Never mind, that is fake flippers.
Yeah. If he gets hit
Going for Zora.
without saving and quitting, be in some trouble.
Oh.
He's in some trouble.
Uh-oh. There's a soft lock. We have the first soft lock of the race.
Alright, nice. That's too
Oh.
bad. Amir has been picked up by Clifford.
Gotta be really careful about doing those glitches because it's really easy to screw yourself over.
Yeah, that one happened to me once. It sucks. You pretty much have to, well, worst case scenario is you didn't save and quit at all. Thankfully he did.
Yeah.
But he got sent back a ways. Lost a minute or two there.
He's
Sure.
got some progress lost, yeah.
The thing is that with teammates, you don't lose as much as you would think because you can catch right back up.
Yeah, like you'll have a knowledge base to work on.
I feel like everybody has the hook shot. I'm not exactly sure what chest it came out of, though.
It came from the well, so Vascos is going to repick up. Yeah, there he goes. He's going to get the actual flippers now. Not taking that risk again.
Pretty nasty.
But yeah, fake flippers, they're allowed. It's not considered a major glitch.
Yeah, they're fine. It just has the caveat of if you get hit, you might be in a bad way, and he was when he got hit there. If it soft locks you, which it tends to do if you don't very carefully, you can get out of it if you do it just right, but it's not. You don't want to run that risk, really. You just don't want to get hit at all, like if you can help it. I don't like doing it because that's a super dangerous thing, and I seriously lost like 25 minutes once. The one time it happened to me. Yeah, hook shot for Vascos as well. Did he lose anything? He lost the Master Sword and the Moon Pearl, right?
Yeah, because those were in the lake cave, and I don't believe he saved after that, so... I'll go back and grab those afterwards, but I'll downgrade those on his side.
Clifford's found the Moon Pearl and the Master Sword as well.
Frank's saving and quitting for Eastern Palace, not deciding it's not worth it. And is going for the Moon Pearl and Master Sword as well.
I do have a mute button if the drummer drives me crazy. He might.
No, it's perfect.
It's incessant drumming. Drumming forever.
You gotta change it. You gotta change it so that he drums based on how good the item is. Like if you get the blue cane, it's just a single drum. But if you get something like the boots, it's non-stop.
There's the magic powder. How many drums is that worth?
I'd say that's a solid 3 drums.
Vasco's picking up the mirror.
Yep.
If you see something that I didn't mark, by all means, let me know.
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep tabs on everybody for the most part.
We're doing our
There's
best.
So many things.
We have here an impossible task. Give us.
Frank is grabbing the Moon Pearl now and the Master Sword, so he's upgraded there.
I knew there was no way I'd keep up with this.
Yep.
But I'll do my best to try and get the important stuff. I could just have the players run their own trackers, but
Vascos finds a lamp. Did nobody check the tavern?
it might be wise, honestly, to have the players run their own trackers. But we'll have to get rid of the drummer in that case.
I think some of them are running their own trackers.
They certainly are. It's just like
it's difficult to do it on a 4-stream layout. You already kind of stress for.
They'd have to use the same one that I provide them. That's the only way that would work. It is kind of necessary, honestly, to do that. Yeah. It's the only way you can tell how anyone's doing it all, honestly.
Yeah. Frank going to grab the 300 rupees. Nobody did get to check what Zora was because Vasco's tried to do the fake flippers and got destroyed for it.
Master Sword for Vasco's again. Moon Pearl as well.
Oh, the shovel was in there too. I didn't even notice that.
Shovel and the... Does everyone have the shovel then?
I think so, yeah.
Because I think everyone's got the Master Sword now.
Yeah, everybody's gone through the lake cave at this point. Vasco's going to check out what's in the lake again. I believe that was the powder from the under the bridge guy.
Yeah. Powder under the bridge. The Yane is taking the Agahnim play. She's going up there. I'm gonna mute that drummer now. I had my fun.
No, I miss him.
I like this play where you wait here and spin and kill these guys with 2 spin attacks. I don't know if it's the fastest thing, but it's fun. They take 8 hits from the Master Sword still, I think. Zora is being checked by Frank, who's got a bunch of money to spend.
And spending those smackers. What is
Silver.
it? Silver. Definitely a really nice find. The question is it worth going out of your way to get those? Probably.
I think so, because...
Saves a bunch of time in boss fights.
It's 12 spins on Ganon with the good swords. It's 24 without, to do it without silver. Like, it's just a nightmare without silvers. It's definitely going to save you a full minute minimum, maybe 2. Depends on what sword they end up with.
Also, since it's so early in the run, you can use it against a ton of bosses, so it saves you a lot of time there as well.
Assuming they get the bow.
That is
it
a
seems
good
like
point.
A couple players have decided that Agahnim needs to die. Also, I owe a couple shields. Looks like.
I told you, it's important.
Fayen didn't pick hers up.
Vasco's actually lost their shield, so I'm gonna mark that off. The fake flipper debacle.
Cleaning up Aghanim's tower here. Fayen got there first. I don't know that it's necessary or not. With hookshot, they don't have a way to get to the mountain though, is the problem. They don't have gloves, they don't have the flute.
Yeah.
I think they've swept everything, and so I think Agahnim is required. But I'm not sure.
This would be your best shot at getting goodies, I think.
I didn't see anyone head to the desert, but there's only one chest there.
Yeah, you can't even get into Desert Palace, so I think they're all just hedging their bets on it being worthless.
Yeah, is that one chest gonna be power gloves? Or flute?
I have historically never gotten anything good from that cave.
I think it's called Agina's cave. It is time problems. There's power gloves. Vascos has found it. Identified. Well,
Eastern
now
Palace worth going to.
he's telling his teammate to cancel the Agahnim trip, probably.
Go to Eastern Palace. Go right now.
But it's too late. Agahnim must die. It's not really a bad thing. I mean, you have this free warp now, and you have... If you do the big bomb, it's faster. You
yeah,
lose
power
a couple
gloves
minutes.
still do get you a lot of time.
It's definitely worth her killing this guy at this point. It's gonna work out. Okay.
We'll also get to see what's on the pyramid.
I personally hate killing this guy, but you know, they went different paths. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah. Not as big of a time waster because you have other people to bounce off of.
She has a hammer and the moon pearl, and Hookshot can explore the entire universe. Speaking of which, I need to mark that hookshot off because they definitely have it. It looks like Green Team is going all in on Agahnim too. Everyone except for Vascos. It's going. I feel like he's going to have a little bit of an edge.
Vascos is going to check every last chest in Eastern Palace until he runs into the bow wall.
What a good song to be playing.
At least it's a Zelda song.
Leanne has entered the dark world. First one there. Checking that pyramid, and then I imagine... do they even want that heart? Looks like it. They're still wearing the green tunic, so I can understand that.
Yeah.
Are they going to go up or down? I would go down and check the hype cave, as they call it, and swing around the left to see what I could do. But without the gloves, it's going to end up being a dead end.
Vasco's having some serious trouble doing the little anti-fairy skip, but he did get the magic cape for his trouble. Still no boots for anyone.
No boots. Powder, though.
Bootless.
A couple people have powder. That's one thing I'm not sure on who has that and who doesn't. Everyone has the flippers right in the mirror. That's my impression, but I'm not 100% on that either. I assume they all picked up that. That's a very important item to pick up.
I'm not sure. Well, if they have the powder, they have to have the flippers, because you need that.
I probably wouldn't go after the powder. Looks like Palace of Darkness
nice to have.
For Fayane. Without the bow, that might be troublesome.
Yeah, you're missing a lot of stuff if you don't have the bow by Palace of Darkness, because there's the one room with the eye dudes.
Yeah, they're guarding 2 chests, which is usually a mandatory thing to do.
You have to do a lot of looping around in there.
Like, you might be able to get shot. You might not be able to do a damn thing, but you probably can get in there and hopefully do the majority of it. Looks like they're going to Eastern Palace. I see what's going on. That's a good move. Because the power glove's in there and they were told. They know.
Going to check Hype Cave, or not Hype Cave, Skull Woods. Why did I say Hype Cave? Oh no, they're going around, probably going to check Bumper Cave.
Clifford's killed Agahnim and is checking Hype Cave now. His partner's working on it. There's a couple crappy arrows in the Bumper Cave.
And all the trouble to get the magic cape, and it was worthless.
Nothing in the Hype Cave at all? I didn't see.
Oh, I was watching the bottom ones.
We probably will have to move to player trackers. I tried to avoid it, but I just don't think I can keep up. There's too many. 2 people is way different than 4. I'm also gonna have to worry about later on crystals being done and which ones.
Yeah, crystals are gonna be hard because a lot of people just don't check the map.
Apparently the red boomerang was in the Hype Cave.
Okay.
Ah, the Master Sword's been upgraded for Clifford as well. The guy in the woods has that, so that's gonna help a lot.
Vasco's finding the Quake Medallion in the bomb shed in Dark World Village.
It looks like Fayane did not go into Palace of Darkness, just opened the way, warped to Eastern, did the Power Gloves move, and then went to the mountains. First one to the mountains, I think. There's the red cane up on that cliff. Clifford's getting all kinds of good stuff. Meanwhile, his partner's finished Agahnim is on his way as well. Vasco's is going into blinds while his partner checks the mountain.
Hughes Town.
Here comes Boo. Found a compass, alright. That'll tell you where the boss is. I don't know even how that works in blinds. Where does it point? Does it point to the empty room?
I think it still shows the boss room, but it doesn't actually tell you, like, you have to rescue the girl and then bring her into the light there.
I'm pretty sure that's the case, yeah. playing the digging game.
Vascos. Frank is crossing over to the village side, Dark World.
Oh, there's the flute. In the digging game, and 3 digs. So the last update they randomized digging. Instead of being 15, it's 1 to 30.
Yep.
And that
RNG is fixed for all players.
3 digs for a flute is the current situation. That's a bargain.
Frank is doing something. Oh, they're going to the backside of the graveyard. Except they don't have the Titan bit, so they still have to walk all the way around anyways.
Yep.
They can't open the King's Tomb, they're gonna have to take the mountain only. But they're still going the wrong way, they have to go the other long way around. There's too many long ways in the graveyard if you don't have the boots.
It's a pain.
Like Vascos are just going all in on Thieves' Tomb.
Looks like he's giving up on that.
We're not even worth it. Like Clifford is going to turn on their flute. Good move.
That thief is chasing you.
Don't let him get your goodies. You need that money for the chest game. You don't actually need that much. Oh, Vasco's taking a death.
Nothing in the chest game at all. Blinds is not easy.
Yeah, they're running with green tunics, so it's a lot harder too. It's only got 7 hearts.
That reminds me, there's no way his screen is stretched away. I'm gonna fix it.
Yeah, some of the right edge is getting cut off.
That's better.
Frank picks himself up a medallion as well. Quake.
Quake. On Frank. Yeah, the blue cane will help kill blind, but you can die in the dungeon pretty easily if you get nicked by a couple of these traps. Blind should be a pretty free kill because you only have to do like 1 phase and then you can turn on your blue cane, and the first phase is not hard. Looks like Tower of Hera's basement is mandatory up there. Historian Frank is going after the flute. I don't think Green Team has found the power gloves yet, but they both have found the flute, which arguably is a pretty good advantage.
Fast travel.
They definitely need to find the power gloves, and I'm not certain, but I'm pretty sure that Eastern Palace is Medallion. This is why I should have generated a spoiler log as well. See, I'm learning. Our races will be smoother next time, I bet you. I should have generated one for myself. We see half mana over there.
Yep.
I wonder if they'll go for that. I would.
Spectral Rock is definitely worth it, I think, just for ease of use in some of the later dungeons like Ice Palace, try next fight if you have to do that.
Red Cane. Green Team has that as well.
Bombs from Blind.
Red Sword. You missed the drumming? Well, the drumming doesn't make a lot of sense when I'm so far behind when they actually pick up the items, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, I might use this tracker for myself.
Let's go take the long way around the conveyor belt room. Unfortunately fell off, lost some time there.
I believe that Tower of Hera had nothing in it. I didn't see any items. Looks like they're moving on. Fighting blind. Has no mana for the blue cane, unfortunately. Gotta do it the hard way. Gonna try and use it a little bit here, but it's not gonna last too long. It'll last maybe phase 3, maybe. It has this huge startup cast. A death here is not gonna be pretty. Yeah, it's already over, yeah.
Yep.
Need one more hit, I think. Oh, it's gonna be close.
Frank is.
Oh man, nice work. Got blind
killed.
killed.
What to do?
Got himself a crystal Lepu, is very excited.
Now the question is, which crystal was that?
That is a good question. This is what a spoiler log would help me with. I should really have that next time I'll get it. Big mistake by me to not make one.
Like Frank is heading to Death Mountain now. Let's go and grab a flute on the way out. Mountain Cave for Fayen. 2 heart pieces so far.
There's the flute. Been identified by the red team. I think Vascos is the only one who has it right now, right?
No, Vascos is the last person to have it.
Oh, did Fayen go digging?
I believe everybody.
Blue tunic.
Maybe not Fayen. I haven't been tracking them.
I didn't feel like red team found it, but I wasn't watching too close. There's the other sword. Everyone's gonna have swords.
Yep, butter blades. Meanwhile, Frank picking up the half magic.
Clifford's got the gold sword, and soon the blue mail. Man, Minish Cap Blink looks so goofy. He's going across as well. He's gonna get himself a gold sword too. Meanwhile, we're checking Vascos with the powder. He must have picked that up
some soup
at some point after the. If you weren't here when we started, Vascos was the one who had the fake flipper disaster, right? So his items are a little messed up just because of that. He had to catch up after a couple minutes of a loss.
Vascos is getting everybody's worth of the flippers.
This is a pretty early match for me. I had to wake up early to get this one started. I was hoping to start, I don't know, even 2 hours from now would be a little early for me in my stream. I don't think anyone expected me to.
That is not worth going to Death Mountain Caves. At least the first ones.
I have to worry about scheduling for people in Europe, and when they're matched up against Californians, we have a little conflict. You know, so I gotta deal with that. Did Vascos ever pick up a new sword?
I think Vascos is still a master.
I think he's the only one. Everyone else has red or gold. Green team definitely has gold.
About the tempered sword. Yeah, Vascos still uses a master sword. Vasco's going to pick up some money, apparently grabbing the silver arrows from Zora's on the menu there.
300 in Ice Cave. Yeah, it's going to be hard to schedule matches for 4 people. That's a combative situation in itself. So I have to, it's going to reduce the viewer count. I've never really worried about that kind of thing though. Matches will happen when they happen. I can't really help it. I'll announce them. This one's kind of without too much advance notice, but later on in the tournament, I certainly can have time to tell you when the things will be. That you can check the challenge page to see when I'm planning to do them. But I will just have to communicate with the players and see when they're good to do this, because I have to communicate with all 4 of them. It's kind of a difficult thing to deal with.
Scheduling something that can take 2+ hours for 4 people is surprisingly difficult. People have commitments, people have stuff they gotta do.
Yeah, I'm used to just scheduling off races with 4 people. That's no problem. I just take who's around. But when you're doing a tournament, you have to play these 4. You know, this is the match. I think red team is about to find the red cane. I think Fayon is the first one to get it.
Yeah, they're just jumping in there. Vasco's going for the catfish. Did anyone else go for catfish? I don't think I saw anybody do that.
I haven't seen the catfish. It's kind of a pain to get there. I don't think anyone... Okay. Bayan has found both swords, so her partner definitely won't have Master Sword for long. That one down there is easy to get. Don't have to go to the mountains for the gold sword if you don't want to. I question whether it's worth that or not. The blue tunic's up there too. There's Titan mitts on the catfish. Oh, man.
Catfish, definitely worth it.
Does green team even have power gloves yet when their opponents have Titan mitts? That might be trouble for them.
I haven't seen anybody but Vasco's pick them up. Maybe Fayen.
The flute on Fayen? Last one. Everyone has the flute now, I think. Pretty sure Historian Frank has it as well. He would have to, if he doesn't have the power gloves, he would have to have the flute, and I bet he does. I'll assume he does until told otherwise, as I attempt to keep up with 4 people. No, this is actually technically a round 2 match. It's the match that needs to happen at some point, so I'm letting it happen now. It doesn't really matter. There's silver arrows. They've been identified by the red team as well. Everyone knows where all the swords are and the silver arrows. Nobody has a bow yet.
Yep, bow, the rods. We've only got the one set of... We've only got the one Quake medallion identified so far.
Item-wise, I would say red team has more knowledge right now about what's the situation. Yeah. This is all about speed. How fast can you and your teammate find and coordinate information? It takes a lot of teamwork to do well at this too. It's not just speed here at all. I'll use... Me and Problems did a race. I'll use that as an example. I did do a fake flippers thing and I got hit and I lost and I did not save and quit a single time. I lost 20 minutes of time, but I used the information he was throwing at me. And my worthless butt ended up getting an hour 40, despite all of that. This is time that I got, something like that, an hour 40 something. We were only a minute behind winning at the end of it, because teamwork can get you enough information, all the stuff that you can skip, you can really go fast, you can tremendously fly.
Apparently you still can't get the spoiler log as long as you have the seed number.
I don't have a seed number, I have the racer thing. I messed up. I would get the spoiler tag if I could. I know that Vasco's has a crystal. I need to watch his screen and figure out which one it is. Is it
Vasco's
1?
is number 1.
Okay. That's blind then, and Clifford's also about to get crystal 1. I don't think anyone else has done anything else, right? Has anyone done a medallion or a pendant?
Crystal 1, to my knowledge, that's the only dungeon that has been completed at the moment.
We've mostly been doing Overworld, is what it seems like.
Yep.
We're checking Thieves Town.
Vasco's skipping out on the half magic. Do you have a thing for half magic on this tracker? I don't think you do.
I don't, because it's on screen. I wouldn't skip it, but I don't know. Maybe he's gotta get faith in his... I use the fire rod a whole lot.
Yeah.
They don't have the fire rod yet, though. He does have the cape. I don't know where he got that from.
The cape, that was from, I want to say Eastern Palace in the Amphitheater room.
Oh, the last chest.
Yeah. Almost got killed trying to do the skip for it, too.
Clifford's got Crystal 1. Historian Frank's still in Swamp Palace.
Well, that's doable.
Sure is. Shouldn't be too hard. I would do it. That seems like an excellent place. 6 chests in there. I would definitely want to clear that one out as quickly as I could. That would definitely be my stop. Vasco's finally upgrading to a real sword.
It does look like Swamp Palace is the green pendant dungeon, though, so you won't necessarily get something good from here.
When the boo is blue, he just has a blue outline. Is that it? Everyone has blue.
Yeah, he just gets a little blue tint.
They should have made him blueberry style.
Mm-hmm. Vasco's going to check out Dark Death Mountain on account if they have the Titan mitts. They can do that. Brand new knowledge, never before seen.
Blinds is it's one of those dungeons. It's kind of weird. Like even if I knew all the chests, I still would probably end up opening most of them just because I would have to know exactly which ones are keys. And they're right there. I would have a hard time resisting opening chests even if I knew they were bad. I gotta get over my desire to open chests.
If the routing seems odd for people in chat, it's because they're playing with teams, so like they could feed information to their teammates, so they don't necessarily have to take the optimal path.
The plan for them might be
going around.
One person check all the oddball stuff. But I mean, Vasco's, I understand that move. He's got the Titan Mitt and the hook shot. He can go up there, check Turtle Rock's medallion, and also get 7 items while doing so. I think that's not too bad of an idea. That seems okay.
Plus they're even the first person who can do it, so like that's a big advantage to know that ahead of time before anyone else.
Yeah, if the fire rod is up there or something, and they want to do Skull Woods, that's the ticket. That might be a big deal. Turtle Rocks, medallions, Quake.
Well, they got what they need.
Yeah, red team has Quake. Let me mark that off. I think everyone has Quake. I'm not sure if Clifford does or not. I'm pretty sure he does. If not, he knows where to get it.
Finally, a bottle. Vasco finds a bottle in Hookshot Cave.
The first one.
A B for your trouble.
Doesn't look like much. There's not often a lot of items in here, I find. There is the fire rod, though, so definitely worth the trip.
Yep.
Vasco's got the fire rod and a bottle. The bottle kid might have something nice, too. They got, do they need to do Turtle Rock? What are the optional dungeons here? There's only one Dark World optional dungeon, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think it was just Swamp Palace.
So they're gonna need the ice rod, which could be anywhere. This is where teamwork's really gonna happen. Finding that stupid item, I bet you.
Vasco's, I think they're going back to get the half magic now. They realize, oh shit, I have the fire rod, I better take that.
Maybe he wanted to do it that way just so that he could fall down on it and not waste too much time. Save and quit after he grabs it. Crystal 1 for Fayane. Meanwhile, Historian Frank's killing Argus. Quickly with that golden sword.
Does work.
What is Boo's bunny form?
It's a fuzzy.
Oh, nice. Which pendant is Swamp Palace?
Find out. I think that was the green one.
That's an understandable grab. Okay. I can see clearing that, checking that. Red team, I say, still has the edge because I don't think green team knows where the Titan mitts are, and it's really out of the way. That really sucks for them. They're gonna find it eventually, but until they do, they're gonna have some trouble, especially with the fire rod locked up.
Boo isn't Bomberman. Boo is a fuzzy. Something else is Bomberman. I want to say, like, was it Zora? Not Boo, though.
It looks like Frank didn't get to open the big chest while he was here, so he's got to go back in just to finish up this dungeon and make sure he gets everything. If there's something cool locked on the green pendant, that could be the edge the green team needs. I feel like they're lagging behind because of the mitts discovery, though.
Yeah, mitts are pretty big, and they save you a lot of time just getting around.
Is what's Clifford doing? Is he checking Spike Cave?
I don't think anybody's checked it yet, actually. Yeah, it could be.
He's going up there to check Ether, maybe. He's got the book.
Oh, that's true. Where did the book appear in? It must have been in the Swamp Palace.
Did he do the Swamp Palace? It was Frank who did the Swamp Palace. I don't know.
Oh, right, no, Frank. I'm thinking of... Where the hell did that book come from?
That's interesting. Well, Ether was a bust. I think they're looking for the myths right now. Like, they know they need to find it. They don't know where to look.
Yep.
We're checking the graveyard ledge here with Fayane. And it looks like Vasquez is heading to Meyer. Meyer's going to be the other medallion we need. Let's see if it's Quake or not. It's Ether.
Oh, I see. That's... Frank just went into... What's it called? He just went straight for the boss, and then I think he's going for the goodies afterwards.
I can understand that. Vasco's found one of the shields. Got himself a shield again. Now we have shields. Oh boy. Can block rocks. Watch out.
Rocks and arrows might...
True. There's whole lots of arrows in this game. I always said, you know what I really need? Arrow defense. Found a mushroom. I don't think anyone's gotten that yet.
No, I think this might actually be like the first real trip into the desert.
Clifford's gonna grab the power gloves here. I don't know if this team has found them yet though. Frank hasn't gotten them either yet, right? There's Ether. Oh man, that's gonna be helpful. A green pendant dungeon has the spell they need for Meyer. That might help them a lot to know that.
Yeah, it's a big change.
It's also in an obnoxious place. It's one of the two chests on the left side that you just do not want to go after too much. Fayane's grabbing the Titan mitts now. Got him.
They're running the risk in Desert Palace because they don't have the boots. It might not be completable.
It looks like it is.
Or not completable, but they won't be able to necessarily get all the items.
Was there a key up there?
I didn't see.
It looks like they're going for it. It looks like they can do it. They might have to skip 2 chests, that's all. If they got the boss key. Which it looks like they must have. I think they did. I think I saw that happen.
Someone is saying the keys on the torch.
They just can't get the 2 chest items on the right, that's all. They can finish the dungeon.
Yeah.
In that
depending
case.
on what we get from Moldorm here.
I'm pretty sure green team is heading... Yeah, Frank's going in there to get the power gloves as well. They're very excited to find that, I think.
Yep.
They don't even have the power gloves. Yeah, alone the Titan mitts. They didn't have either one of them. That's really going to set them back.
Any kind of glove is big. I mean, it's good because you don't have to go through the pyramid warp for Dark World anymore. It saves them a lot of time that way.
Again, I apologize for the roughness of this first race. We're trying to get a feel for updating 4 players at once. Lots of info, too, more than I'm used to. Okay, Agahnim's cave is where the book was. Fayane just grabbed it.
Okay.
The means to do desert were right there in the desert. They could have done it all along, actually. Nobody did. Vascos killed the boss. Got one of the red pendant.
Yeah, Frank just got their Titan mitts, so... Or, sorry, not Titan, the power gloves. Red pen for Vasco, so they're gonna have to be coming back if they want all the other stuff, because that's where all the goodies are.
Now, Frank turned in the green pendant, I assume. What did he get for it?
I don't know.
It looks like Clifford's heading to Swamp to get Ether, probably.
They might be going for the pendant handed afterwards after they finish the dungeon. Wait, no, they can't do it. They don't have the bow.
Yep.
very important things are missing: the bow and the boots.
We might not need the boots. Frank has the boots, though.
Oh, maybe that's what the Sarsaparilla thing was. That must have been it. Because there was nothing else in Eastern Palace.
Vasco's is telling us what the mushroom's all about right now. Let's find out. $0.20. All right, not bad, actually.
Big money.
The cape, grabbed by Frank. Who also has the power gloves.
See, Vasco's, I think they're going to do Ice Palace. Get that out of the way. And finally check the rock cave too beside the sanctuary, see what's in there. It's just arrows. It's garbage. Throw in the trash. And unlocking Turtle Rock, not actually going inside though.
We're in Ice Palace.
I don't think anybody has checked their bottle reward yet.
No. Fiane and
There should be
Vasco's are
something.
the only ones with a bottle, I think. And Fiane just picked theirs up.
Yeah.
I still love that double Stalfos kill. It's the best move in this game. It's really easy to do. It just looks nice. We're checking the Spike Cave with Fiane. Let's check it out. Gotta use that half mana to get there. Should be able to do it. It's gonna require all of it,
Brian.
but can be done. The exact measurement for hearts on this, if you have a hook shot, it's like 13 is how many you'll lose. Half mana, it's gonna be close, but they should be okay.
Vasco's getting the bomb jump first try in Ice Palace. With the boo, the hard mode sprite.
Nothing in Spike Cave.
Well, Clifford just working through Swamp Palace, getting that all cleared out.
Now I am going by average time for the team, so I'm gonna have to make sure I get the exact second they're done. And then add them together at the end of this. See who actually won. Though if both teammates finish before the other team at all, then it's pretty clear.
Yeah. Frank is going to get disappointed by Split Cave now.
Bottles being turned in. It's 1 cent. Okay.
Wow.
I think you can turn your side stream off, by the way, because both of your teammates have a tracker on screen.
You think so? Alright.
Yeah, I'll just use that. If you want to help me keep up with the other two.
Down, there we go. Less work for me.
I think everyone has the shovel, but I'm not 100% on green team or red team having it.
The shovel, I want to say that was in the Death Mountain or the Lake Cave, so most people have that, I think.
They at least had the option to get it.
Hammer time. No boots, though. It's sad to see that.
Yeah, this is painful. I don't know about 100%ing Ice Palace or not. They chose not to, right? And they're just bomb jumping through.
They did the bomb jump skip, yeah.
It seems.
I guess they're trying to.
I don't know if that's a good idea or not. It's gonna limit how many chests you can get right now. See, he does this. Green pendant for Clifford.
I think the big thing is just that they're still missing a few critical items, so it would really suck. Oh no, Vasco's messed up the trick. They have to go all the way around now.
Yeah, I usually don't do the bomb jump if I'm trying to get chests in there. It seems like it's only a good idea if you want to skip the entire thing, but I'm not sure about that. That's just my own plan. Because then those blocks are in the way and you'll have to do what he just did and cycle the whole floor.
Yeah.
The Smiths gives you a heart piece. You certainly can get all the items. You can't do it as fast, in my opinion. Also, he has the red cane, which is really why I wouldn't do it. Because the red cane is the entire reason that I would bomb jump, is because I don't have it usually.
Frank is working on... Ooh, a little trick there. Pushing out King's Tomb.
There's the bow! Holy shit.
Oh, there it is.
Alright. Nice.
Well, that's a huge find. With silver arrows.
They can get to work on some dungeons. We haven't seen very many dungeons get cleared, unless I'm way behind on my tracking. I don't think very many people have done too many dungeons here.
I think it's just been Thieves Town and Swamp Palace for the most part. And just now Vascos is working on Ice Palace.
They all know where the silver arrows are. That's the first bow to show up, though.
Vascos moving on to Cold Stare with a K.
So the bow was in the graveyard.
Yeah, bow, you need the... Well, apparently you don't need the boots because Frank was doing some kind of weird side push thing with the
He has
sword.
the boots. He's the only one that does,
Yeah.
right?
He
No,
did do
it's-
the ram thing though, like he did some weird thing where he charged his sword. There might be a way to do it without boots, I don't know.
I think that's still a boots glitch. I'm pretty sure.
Well, crystal number 2 for Vascos. Not sure which one that is though. Clifford is finally getting those mitts.
It's actually is crystal number 2. It's literally 1 and 2. Mitts for everybody. Everyone has those. Frank's going to go do Palace of Darkness with his newfound equipment.
Good idea. Apparently you can just get spin speed on the grave steps and then just push it.
I don't know how to do that. I thought you needed boots to do the spin speed thing. I've only ever done it with boots.
Well, yeah, but I think it's faster than ramming into it and bumping back. Less
Yeah.
bumps.
I don't know if you're telling me that you don't need the boots to get in there, because that would be news to me if you didn't. Silver arrows acquired for Clifford, and he knows where the bow is. I think he has to go pick it up. Yeah, I know he has boots. But we were thinking that he didn't need them because he did some other thing. But I'm pretty sure he does need them to do that trick. It's basically you spin and then the frame after your release you dash. That's the trick I know. And it's pretty hard to pull that one off compared to just hook shot, which you can't do in the same place.
There it is. Yeah, Clifford just did it as well. Going to get a bow.
Well, that's green team has got silver arrows ready to launch.
Let's go. It's going for Skull Woods now.
What do they still need? They need
Turtle Rock is mandatory. They need the Ice Rod.
Yeah.
And I think they have Ether for Meyer. I think that would be it for the most part.
Ether and Quake are the required medallions.
Yeah. So realistically, it's just the rods. I think those are the big ones. So I'm pretty sure Turtle Rock is required.
I'm pretty sure Ether and Quake has been found by green team. Ether is still missing on red team, but they look like they're on their way to find it soon, because I know exactly where it is.
Clifford checking the checkerboard cave.
We're getting a read of the pestle. Just a heart. Just a heart piece.
Single arrow. Good shit. Clifford's going into Meyer now.
Yeah, 4-tracker pay is not just a pain, it's nearly impossible. I think everyone has flippers, honestly, and mirror, of course. I might have to give up on the venture of manually tracking all 4 players and have them do it themselves.
It's pretty tough.
If they want to track at all, that is. I hate to make the players do that kind of thing. I don't think some of them like to do it. So I didn't want to make them do it if I didn't have to. Doing my best. But it is a bit overwhelming. I'm used to doing it for like Mega Man X bosses and stuff. Then I can keep up with 4, even 6 people. Because that's a lot easier
just
to read.
8 things. And then Sigma bosses, that's it.
Doing this moth jerk here. With the gold sword.
Can't use charge attacks, it's too strong.
Yeah. Gold sword in general is supposed to be too strong. I don't know if it is in the full release or not. You can get the gold sword and fight him in the normal game. You can do that if you want. You know, I could probably find 4 volunteers to run trackers and stream them to me. That's a thing that could happen. Ain has found Ether. That's going to be a very important find.
Red has identified all the metals they need. Just gotta find that bow. And Ice Rod, I guess, at some point.
Skull Woods was Crystal 5. Now owned by Vascos. Clifford's finishing up Meyer exploration. Found the big key. Not done yet. But I opened all the chests. Still looking for that ice rod.
Does Clifford not have the fire rod either? Doesn't look like it.
I don't think the green team has been up there. They just got the Titan Mitts.
Green team has not found the fire rod yet. Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't gone to the Dark Mountain. They didn't have the Titan Mitts until recently, so they couldn't have done it. I think that's the problem. Meanwhile, Vascos is also going after Ether because he knows he needs it.
A lot of goodies in Swamp Palace. Plus the boots from the pendant as well. If they decide to turn it in.
Yeah, that's pretty far along in the process. Boots may be mandatory. It's pretty unlikely at this point, but they might be. It would have to be one of the 2 desert chests, or the Ganon Tower pedestal would be mandatory.
Yeah.
That's the only way. Not that they're not nice to have, but to kill the boss and turn in the pendant, you might not want to do that just for boots. It might not pay off. I don't know. It might take a while to do that. Like, are you gonna make up 5 minutes with boots? Maybe. At this point, probably not, though. I don't know. It's pretty far in. We're an hour and 5 in. I don't know if I'd go after it if I knew that's what it was.
Well, it's already pretty much done with the Eastern Palace area. Frank finishing off Helmsword, getting a map for his trouble.
They have no idea what the green pendant is, though, so one of them at least is gonna have boots.
Yep.
If they bother to turn it in. But I can't imagine killing this boss and not turning that in. Oh yeah, the boots are required because the bow was in the King's... I keep thinking that the bow was in the graveyard ledge, but it's in that King's
that's
too.
True.
So they do have to get the boots. They can't do anything until they get that green pendant. Green pendant is absolutely on the list of mandatory items. That's pretty mean. That's pretty disgusting, honestly. That's gonna be the worst thing that this seed does, hopefully. Is force you to go after Argus.
Yeah.
And then use the technology that you get from him to open some random chest.
Thankfully, we know that they're not going to have to go to the pedestal for their ice rod. That'd be extremely rude.
We had a ridiculously bad weekly seed. I don't know if you saw any of that. It took like 2 hours for most people to finish. And I was saying that it was ruder than having a pedestal item because the bow ended up being like midway into Turtle Rock. If I knew that the bow was on the pedestal, I would have had it more quickly because I wouldn't have messed around.
That was an awful seed.
There was a bunch of going halfway into dungeons, turning around, and going to do a different dungeon instead because you couldn't clear anything for like an hour and a half. It was really disgusting. It took me an hour and 50 minutes.
Terrible.
It was probably one of the worst seeds ever that I've ever seen. Generated normally by this game. Clifford is cleared. What crystal is that, though?
Frank apparently has crystal number 5 or 6.
That's 7 on Meyer.
Yeah, Meyer's 7. Frank, I don't know which one they got the red crystal from. It was either 5 or 6.
Well, Skull Woods is 5, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
He just got himself another one.
I think Faye is going to find out that Desert Palace can't be fully explored.
I ended up having... Well, they can fully explore it. They get the boots.
Oh yeah, Faye must have turned it in then.
Yep, they know where the boots are. It remains to be seen if they will find the boat quickly, though. They don't know that the boots are mandatory yet. We can at least see what these items are over here.
Yep, because Green never went for those. They didn't have the boots at the time.
For a split second, I forgot they were on teams, and I was irritated that Vescos just walked past that waterfall chest. Of course, he must know that there's nothing in it.
Money.
I ended up having 100% that weekly. Like, seriously, every chest, aside from the back side of Turtle Rock and whatever I left in Canon's Tower, I opened up everything, and it took forever. It took so long. It happens to me a lot. But on that weekly, it was so linear, it was almost unavoidable up until the very last quarter of it.
Mm-hmm.
Where I just guessed wrong. I just didn't want to go to Turtle Rock. I just hate going up there. It takes so long to get up there and turn around if it's not in there.
Looks like Frank is bringing the blacksmith back. Clifford's working on Skullwoods. Fan jumping to Ice Palace. Vasco gets the green pendant. Probably going for boots now.
I don't believe that the blacksmiths had anything. I don't remember anyone getting anything from these 4 chests. Bombs. I know the Heartsmith dudes don't have anything. Yeah, they're just streaming to Twitch. It might be easier to have them stream to my own server. I might have people do that. But I haven't done it yet. We have a lot of people outside my community racing, like all 4 of these dudes. So, I didn't make them do that. But it honestly would be easier for me. The size would be restricted. It would be scaled correctly. It would just be better. It would have no delay. It would just be straight better. I probably should do that. But that will require people to change some OBS stuff, and I hate making people do that.
Honestly, they could just do a separate profile. It's not super difficult.
Yeah. I mean, I've written some guides about it, but...
You just make a throwaway for the tournament and then delete that when you're done. It's not a huge deal, I think. If you're willing to do a stream for a tournament, I think you should be able to figure this out. Especially with the guides that you have.
It would have the side advantage of eliminating chat for them, not having to worry about that. But most people
hopefully nobody is feeding information. That'd be a really lame thing to do.
I have incredible doubts that we'll have any problems with that.
So it's not the runners that I'm worried about. It's just people in chat have a tendency to
They do.
pop in and say, "Hey, this person they just got this."
It's actually okay for you to do that in here because the runners aren't watching this chat. But when I run this game, normally I have to tell people to shut up all the time.
No hints.
Clifford just tried to do a hookshot trick through the block and failed. I have a lot of trouble with that. Vescos has found the bow. He's very excited. You can tell he's done his boo dance. That's key. It's neither 4x3 or 16x9 unless you're streaming to Twitch. If you were streaming directly to me, it would be 512x448, which is that 4-3? I think it's close to 4-3. Let me see.
And taking a death in Ice Palace, that's not good. Quite a bit of time to lose on that.
No, that's not 4-3. It's not even close to 4-3.
Is that just like the Super Nintendo native resolution doubled or something?
Yeah, NES 2.
Okay.
And it's like, it's a really weird number. It is not a correct aspect ratio at all, though, for anything else.
Clifford finally getting their first bottle. It's a miracle.
They're gonna find the flame rod here too.
Yep.
Open up some stuff. Eight by 7, yeah, that sounds right. It's really not much height to width. It's very square. It's extremely square.
Almost, but not quite square.
Yeah.
Big key.
How's SGQ doing? Anyone see any cool stuff? I heard there was a world record set or something like that in Castlevania.
Yeah, something that apparently got a new world record.
That's pretty neat.
I didn't watch much. I was super busy last night.
It's a long-standing thing, man, isn't it? Or was it some strange category?
I don't know. Two people in Palace of Darkness. 3 now. Oh no, it's just 2. Never mind. Frank is doing Meyer.
They're really in crystal wrap-up mode here, but the ice rod, as far as I know, remains unseen. I haven't seen anyone have it. I'm trying to keep up, but I don't think anyone has it.
Ice has not been found yet. Yeah, neither of the inventory screens I just saw have ice rod on them, and I would assume like the second that people find it, they'd want to grab that because they're going to need that later on.
Yeah. Everyone has boots. All 4 players have boots.
Basically, ice rod is the one thing keeping people from go mode right now, so that's what they need.
Yep.
It's a big one.
I'm pretty sure that's the case. It's just it's exactly like I called. Ice Rod's gonna be the scumbag of this. They've been all over the place. It could be anywhere. At this point, it's probably in Turtle Rock. That's my guess. What do you think?
Yeah, like it wasn't a Desert Palace, so unless it's in one of the other pendant dungeons, that would be my guess. Turtle Rock has a bunch of chests at the end.
Which dungeon have we not seen?
We haven't seen... I mean, Turtle Rock, obviously. Tower of Hera, that was done.
Yep.
I think we've seen pretty much every dungeon at this point.
Yeah, I can't think of any that we haven't seen except Turtle Rock. And I've seen most of the overworld locations too. Like, really, honestly.
It's got to be Turtle Rock, I think. If not Turtle Rock, then in Ganon... No, it can't be Ganon's Tower. It has to be Turtle Rock.
Yeah, between these 4 players, I think we've seen everything except Turtle Rock, and I can't think of where else it could be.
Or maybe Mimic Cave, but that's still technically like Turtle Rock. You can't use the backdoor. Can't use the backdoor glitch in this. This is considered a major glitch, not allowed.
The Ice Palace bomb jump is done because it there's a switch later in the palace that is blocking your pushable block, which you normally would use to succeed in a dungeon. If you bomb jump, you skip that switch so that the switch is correct when you go there, and you don't have to do a whole bunch of rigmarole to light that up. The correct way to do it takes forever. It's awful. You could just go straight to the boss if you bomb jump around that switch when it's lit the wrong way. Which is to say it's blue. Blue is the correct way to do the bomb jump. You won't be able to get to the right side very easily, though, if you're looking for chests, which they might be still.
Yeah, if you're going for chests, you probably don't want to skip the dungeon. But
I don't know. It's like the hardest bomb jump too. It's not a very easy one at all. It looks like Fayane's not trying it. You have to go diagonally, and it's very precise, like to the pixel precise. It's one of the if you can do that bomb jump, you can do just about any of them, honestly.
I was watching a video that showed like apparently you can line up the top of Link's hat with the top of the.
I use this feat.
They're not playing as Link, so it's a little tougher. Like
yeah, I'd have trouble with Boo because I use his feet, and he doesn't have enough feet. I'd have to use the shadow or something trying to work it out. And Zora's model is
playing vanilla Link right now.
Zora's pudgy model takes up a little bit more space, and I have trouble with that too. Historian Frank is getting the bottle and the fire as well. Now everyone has that. Seriously, at this point, just missing the ice rod for everybody.
It is going to be a race for ice.
Bayane has not picked up the bow yet, but I'm sure they know where it's at. I need to make sure I have the crystal count up to date, because I don't think I do. 1, 6, and 7 on Clifford. Got that one up to date. 7's also done on Historian Frank. That must be one of the ones.
Which crystal is Turtle Rock? Do you know?
No, it's got to be one of the. It's not red, I don't think. It's got to be one of the unimportant ones.
Okay, because if it's not a red crystal, it could also theoretically the ice rod could be in the Super Bong Cave.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we've seen 5 and 6 because I have it marked as such. Not generated spoiler log is making this much harder than it should be for me to figure out who just got what. Yeah, both crystals are on Vasco's. He's got them both. He's got 1, 2, 5, and 6. Those are the 4 he's got. So he probably is checking that soon. I would imagine. I would if I were him. But he's doing Eastern first anyway. It's not like it's a big rush. He's got to do the dungeons so he can finish.
You don't actually need Ice Rod until you get to Turtle Rock, so you're fine to leave that be for a bit. I don't remember. Did they end up doing Agahnim, the red team?
One of them did.
'Cause I think Vasco's found the gloves and didn't need to do the whole Agahnim thing, but
I think he's the only player in the entire set who has not killed Agahnim.
they might actually have to take a little longer on the super bombs.
It's not that bad. It's just annoying. I hate to walk, but it's not like it takes 10 minutes or something.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that the Ice Palace bomb jump is the most important one to learn. The Tower of Hera bomb jump is much easier, and Skull Woods is the easiest of the three that I do. That's pretty much the only 3 bomb jumps that I do. And the Skull Woods one has no risk at all, except hearts. Like, it's extremely easy. Tower of Hera is annoying. If you mess it up, you fall. But it's not hard either. There's a couple other ones.
Isn't a bad place to do it either.
I do a couple other minimal ones, but they aren't really great. There's one on the mountain that's pretty good, the Light World Mountain. You can use to skip a little couple of transitions.
And that one, if you mess it up, you just fall into the hole anyway, so you don't really waste time.
Yeah.
You would have wasted it anyways, basically.
Bomb jumps they're not as hard as they look, but the Ice Palace one saves you minutes, like whole minutes, and it's definitely worth trying and figuring out. You would have to have some practice at that.
It means you have to do less of the Ice Palace, so it's worth doing.
That's right. I have no fondness for that dungeon. I never will. Yeah, the woods will save you having to walk all the way around and do this whole thing to get to the big chest. You can just jump right over the hole.
Frank using a blue potion to kill Mothula. Safety.
It happens. That boss is gross sometimes. Yeah, the Ice Palace one has no risk either, which is nice. Like, you just lose a heart and a bomb if you mess it up. And really the problem is getting into position. Once you're in position, you can look at it and know, if you know what you're looking for, that it's going to work. I'd be happy to show that off to people, but I mean, YouTube has those sources, and they did a better job than I'll probably be able to do as explaining such a thing as that. I was more interested in making sure people knew about the logic traps that are in this. There's a couple different ones that I would say I don't really agree with some of them, but they are in there and they're keeping them, so you better learn about them. Things like you don't need the hook shot for the bumper cave. You can just walk. You can just walk across. And they expect you to do that sometimes. Sometimes they'll put the hook shot up there. So you better know about that one. You better know that you can use the boots to get across a couple of gaps, because sometimes they do that. Things like that are what I want to show people when I try and show them information about this. You can also flood the key in the Swamp Palace, which you normally can't do because of the way the randomness gives you a key early. By virtue of you coming in with a hook shot. Is the ice rod in there? It is. It's in the bomb cave. There is the ice rod. Vasquez has found it. He's in go mode now. I'm pretty damn sure. He's got E3. He's got everything. He's got everything.
They need to beat the game. They can do it. Question is, will Green get to the bomb cave in time? That'll be the big deciding factor here.
Man.
Turtle Rock, I don't see that being an issue for either of the teams.
That was a good place for that thing. That might seal this. That's a huge edge right now, the red team.
Yep, because they know now that they can skip every other non-essential piece of dungeon now. They can just run through it.
Yeah, Fayene's got a lot of work to do, but she don't have to open nothing except for the key chest and the big key. So
somebody does end up forfeiting during a race. Do we just give them 4 hours? I'm guessing,
I would hit them with 3. That's my top end.
or whatever we're counting. Yeah, the limit as.
Hopefully that won't ever come up. But
Mhm.
I mean, there's pretty much no way that you would win unless there was a disaster on the other team. If you had a forfeit on your side, you'd probably be finished.
Mhm.
Though if there's a good reason for it, I'd probably want to try and reschedule. I'm pretty lenient with my tournaments, more than I probably should be, considering they're for fun mostly. I don't want to hold things up forever. We have other games to host tournaments for, and I got 70 of these matches to do. Bit off a lot of work when I chose to do this one.
That's like 140 hours, assuming everybody gets roughly a 2-hour seed at minimum.
True.
It's a lot of Zelda.
It is. I appreciate the subs. I have alerts off for this, but you were like sub 425. I have so many subs. It's blowing my mind. I never expected to have so many, and I appreciate those a lot. I have 70 matches. It's double elimination. There's 38 teams or something like that, so take that times 2, and that's how many matches you've got minus 1. That's how this is going down. Double elimination is the big questionable thing I did about this. I didn't want people to get kicked out after one game, that's all, but like, man, does that ever add some time to it, you know? I usually don't do that, but for this, I'm into it enough that I can deal with that. I usually like to mix my tournaments up every month, but this is gonna take a while, 2 months probably, if I move fast. I'll probably take it a little on the casual side and only do 4 to 6 matches a week and not go crazy, because that's still a lot of time for me to commit. I'm also completely willing to have people just report scores to me if you want to race on your own and give me the VODs. That would help speed this up. That's your option if you want to do that. I can stream it if you want, certainly no problem. But if you feel like doing it on your own, by all means, set it up.
Especially for people in like Europe who might not have great time zones to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, I've got my own things going on. I got a bunch of game shows and stuff. Keep me pretty busy. I mean, that's what most of my audience comes for, honestly, is my game shows, and that takes like, that's 3 out of 7 days a week are those, so. I usually do round robin too, but I just didn't think it was a good idea this time. When I did Nuclear Throne and I had like, got 200, 300 people sign up, I think. I just took the best like 40 times out of the whole pool and just went with that. Like I just had them all race at once and took the best 40 times and went with that as the seed for the tournament. In this case, I just randomed the 38 teams and rolled with it. Put up with that. Yang has grabbed a crystal. I imagine they're after the red crystals. I'm not sure exactly which ones those are, but they know where the S-Rod is, and they know which ones are red.
Yeah.
They just grabbed crystal 6 red, I think, yeah.
Dasco's using good use of those silver arrows against Sir Vitreous.
I am going by average team clear time, but honestly, I kind of expect most games will be... I don't want to call it a sweep, because that's not completely accurate, but I expect one team to pull ahead when they get go mode. Like, I expect most of the time, both players on the other team will finish first. And I think that's going to happen here. I think red team, with what they've found... green team is not doing the right dungeons to find this ice rod, so they're still clearing everything, you know, like they're looking all over the place.
Yeah, it's going to cost them a lot of time.
And that's the kind of situation you're going to have a lot, I think. That being said, Clifford has a whole bunch of stuff. He's got both red gems. If he feels like turning those in, he could find it soon.
Yeah, like they've been doing a good job of splitting it up. It's just that they just haven't gotten that particular thing. They haven't gotten the bomb, the super bomb.
It looks to me like he's checking it right now, so this might not be as sealed as it looked.
Yeah, he's going for it now, I think, because that's the Swamp Warp. Unless he really wants to go back and check Swamp Palace for something else. I don't think he's doing that, though.
The Nuclear Throne Tournament ruled. You know I gave away like $2,300 in that. That was the biggest prize pool I've ever given to anybody. We had Vlambeer come in and donate $500 to the pool, which was neat. To have the devs stop by and help me out. Well, of course the Master Sword has an eye in it. I don't know where Clifford's going. What's he doing?
Yeah, he didn't get the... Oh, maybe he doesn't have enough money.
Oh, geez, you're right. He's one.
He needs to grind for money.
He's 1 cent short. This is crazy.
He should have turned in that bottle. That's a single. That's a 1 rupee.
You're right.
Go to
The 1 rupee bottle is totally worth your time. Go turn it in, man. What a time for green rupee to be a thing. A game changer.
That is the definition of sadness.
Especially knowing what he's getting for it. That's the worst.
Yep.
He's committed. Look at him go. Look at him dig up the world.
Digging in the dirt. I'll trade 1,000,000 bombs for 1 rupee.
Yeah, I didn't have to worry about taxes on prize pools. It was very confusing when I had to report that I gave away thousands of dollars last year. I certainly did. And that was all at once towards the start of the year. And it came... What made it really confusing is that it wasn't out of my pocket. That was, 100% the audience submitted all of that money. I threw in like $100, but that's it. So I got paid according to my thing because it came through PayPal and dropped directly into other people's accounts. I have to figure out how to tell people that's what happened so that they don't audit me, We're gonna find the ice rod. Everyone will soon know the truth about the location.
Vascos is working on its final dungeon, Turtle Rock.
There it is, ice rod.
Like Fan's going to grab the silver arrows.
Clifford might be a contender for first done, actually. We might have a little mix-up here.
How many crystals does Clifford have?
5. Vascos is working on their last ones as well.
Yeah. Vascos is on the last one. Clifford still needs a few more dungeons. Still needs to do another one and then Turtle Rock as well.
Yeah, Vascos is going to clear this soon. Get these chain chomps. I'm not sure what the best way to handle this room is. I'm too lazy to put on a boomerang, so I always try and do it with the fire rod, because I just used the fire rod in the previous room. Wastes a bunch of mana, takes a bunch of time. Vascos found the big key.
There it is. Probably can skip the other vent as well, because now that you have the big key, I don't think you really need to go down for it. You just end up wasting a key going down there.
I'm just gonna mark off some more crystals on Vascos. I'm not sure which one he's missing. It doesn't really matter. Honestly, I should change the tracker to just be a crystal counter, and then 5 and 6 by themselves.
Looks like Vascos is still going down to grab an extra key for safety. Can respect that. No sense in having to leave and having the lead and then completely messing up. There's the fuzzy.
Yeah, you might need that key, actually. That would be the worst. If you had to get that key and you didn't do it and you had to turn all the way around. That's what I do here, is just don't open that door and you can guarantee a key. You don't need the chest, so... You found the big key already anyway, so...
Yeah, Vascos is ready to finish the dungeon, just gotta get through it.
Ice Rod's a nightmare because of the potential locations for it or anywhere. And it seems like it often gets put towards the end game. It looks like Turtle Rock is Crystal 4 or 3.
It's also just a really crappy item in general. The only reason you'd ever want to use it in a race is because you have to use it for Trinex, that's about it. Yeah. Maybe if the frozen enemy pool was really good and it was like a full magic refill or something.
We're gonna see Clifford do the bomb jump in case you're curious about how that works. You have to line yourself up on the very edge. You don't want to be too close to the wall or you hit those blocks and fall, but he was too far up, so he fell. That time he hit the blocks. Getting it? There you go. That time. Oh no! Tripped.
Oh,
That's too bad. That's happened to me a couple times. You can't fall in the thing or you'll reset that too. He got it. He got it.
tripping at the finish line. Yeah, I think this is mostly going to be a race for second because Vasquez is very far ahead of everyone else at this point.
It depends on how long Fayane takes, because we are going by average time in this race. So if Fayane doesn't finish up, they still have a lot of work to do. They're on Crystal 5 right now. They've got 4 of them. They don't have the ice rod. They know they can go, but they don't have the ice rod. They're gonna have to start moving. Because if Frank and Cliff finish before they do, we might have a average time discrepancy here.
Yeah, Trinex goes. Wow. Like all bosses in the game, it's really easy when you have the level 4 sword.
Yeah. I don't think that boss is too hard anyway. Unless you
It's
have
not hard,
mana.
it's just annoying.
Yeah. Well, that's true of almost every boss in this game, honestly. Like,
Well,
what's
this
the-
guy especially, because if you run out of mana, that's it. Like, the fight is over, you can't do
Oh
anything.
no, did Clifford die? Oh geez, he's gonna have to do the whole palace again.
That's gonna be rough.
That's not a good sign. Died to the boss, had to restart. Those bomb jumps lowered his health enough to get taken out. Anyway, I was going to ask, which boss is not annoying? Like, Armos? Like, what other boss is okay? Moldorm,
Well,
the one that knocks you off the platform and heals the fool? Landmolus, who spends the entire fight underground?
It's the big thing just about Trinex is that, like I said, once you run out of magic, that's it. You can't do anything. You have
Yeah.
to leave.
That boss is
The other
annoying because it
bosses,
can be
you can at least do
impossible
something about it.
situationally. And, of course, there's Cold Stare, probably the worst
Full
one.
stare as well, but you know that going in whether or not you'll have him enough at least. It's not going to be like, oh, I'm gonna dodge my head,
Yeah,
because he does that a lot.
Frank got him.
Really good run on cold stare at least.
I think Blind is the most well-done boss in this game. And it's a pretty goofy fight. I don't mind Blind at all. Because
His head comes off.
it scales fairly. Helmosaur is alright, I guess. It takes a little while, but it's not too bad. It's a little goofy. Argus is a pretty standard one.
Big question is how long will it take Vasquez to find the big key in Ganon's now?
Mothula is straight up broken, so don't really like Mothula very much. It's a freaking boss that doesn't take damage sometimes. I just don't get it. I just don't understand this boss.
Alright, still a big key for Vasquez.
Yeah, where is this key, man?
He went very briefly to the right side to grab those 2 easy chests, but hopefully it's not on the right side, otherwise that could be a big time loss there.
Cold Stare hits really hard for a Cloud with an eyeball in it. He hits for like 3-4 hearts. Depending on what your tunic is, you could die really fast.
Mhm.
I'm not surprised that boss kills people all the time. I see it a lot in these races. One of the racers will comment that they lost because they had some cold stare troubles, and I understand. It's happened to me before. That boss can take you out really fast if you slip. You're supposed to have the blue tunic, and even then, it doesn't really care. Like, it doesn't care at all. It still hits like a
Still a lot
truck.
of damage. Alright, time to find out if Vasco's is going to be eating the time loss here.
There's the mirror shield. Watch out.
Whoa, watch out lasers.
It'll actually help with the mimics a little bit.
Well, no key on this side.
Looks like right side key, or it's on the boss. Give me that tile room key. Give me the perfect bad seed for the first race. How about it? Hiding the ice rod and the bomb fairy and the bow behind the green pendant boots. Like, seed's not great. Seed's not one that I would call a good time, but it's not terrible. It's not atrociously bad. It's just got a couple problems. A couple hiccups that you had to figure out. There's the bug catching net.
Oh boy, finally. Can fight Agahnim.
That's right. Let me make sure my tracker's still on point here. It's not really. I'm doing my best, but it's towards the end of the game I relax on it a little bit. It's a lot less confusing, and it causes me to miss crystals and stuff, which are a pretty important thing to track. I gotta get to work on that.
Vasco has gotten unlucky here. The right side has definitely got the key. Question is which room? Hopefully not the tile room. He's gonna go for it. Looks like he is. Not even gonna risk it. Play it safe. Ooh, death for Frank. Dungeon was that in? Is that the Ice Palace still? No, he's in Turtle Rock.
Vasco's isn't messing around. He's 100% in this tower if he has to find this key. He's not gonna go here without clearing the tower room right now. You need one big key and one small key to finish this place. When that hand comes down, that wall master, it has to leave before you get your chest. You have to kill it. It counts.
Yep.
And so do spears that the spearmen throw. Those count as live targets as well for some reason.
At the very least, it'll save Fian some time later on. You just say skip the tile room, just do the red side.
Yes. Unless you want the mirror shield.
Oh yeah. I think there's like a few more sets of lasers that can actually work with. That's about it.
You see that little kick with the charge boo? That ruled.
It's a field goal.
There's that keys opening the last chest, expecting the red mail. There it is. Red tunic is found.
Red mail, big key, ready to go.
That compass room. That's the compass room normally, and that was quite a haul that it had too. Red tunic, and the big key. You certainly can charge into the... It's going to be hard to position it right. That's a technique you'll have to try a couple times to master. It's not like it's going to help much. That's probably the only room you would ever care to do it in, honestly, but it certainly works.
Yeah, it's a slightly red-pink boo. Manipulating the mimic AI, make them not even look at you. Powerful move.
I have a hard time doing that and saving time. I usually just go for it because I'm not very good at positioning them that way. I'm pretty good at sneaking in there and just shooting them, so that's what I do. I have to work on this method. Everyone does it, so it probably saves time. The old sword swing, make a move in front of you thing.
Yeah.
I'm just going by how many passes the blocks take. For me, it's 2. It seems pretty fast. I'm glad that we get to enjoy this dungeon music. This is what the players listen to all game.
I think at this point it's going to be really close because Frank and Clifford are both on Total Rock. I don't think Fianna is yet, though.
It's
no, they're still
gonna
getting the ice
depend
rod.
on how much time Vasquez can buy here, honestly.
Because Vasquez did lose some time in the tower going down the wrong way. Whereas Frank and Clifford, they're going to be able to split up once they both get in the tower, save some time.
I felt like average time was the most fair thing because in this case, Vasquez is really going fast, and he won't have anything to show for that if he went by both teams, whoever finishes first. You know, whatever full team is done first. I decided to go with average to reward a player finishing more quickly. And I think that might help red team here. That's the only way they can win right now because Fan is pretty far behind the other two.
Yeah.
They're in cleanup mode. If Vasquez can buy like 10 minutes, that might do it. It's a little more complicated to do average, obviously, but it's not that bad. Fayen only needs 1, I think, so they're just a dungeon behind. It might be the red team's game. Like Clifford looks like he's
I don't know.
on his way.
Frank is just about done with Trinex now. It still has to do the entire dungeon.
Yeah, Vasquez has the whole tower cleared, so, you know, it's going to be really close. I'm definitely going to have to make sure I get the right numbers here on this clock. Combined time works, yeah, that's easy enough. Could do that. Same thing, really. Well, we're definitely doing average here, because I told them we were. These are the rules they agreed to when we started, so there's absolutely no question in it, especially in this first race that I'm doing average time. But I don't see why I would switch off of it for later races. Man, Bombos was found on the way too. Vasquez has all the items in the game, every single thing except like the red pendant.
Oh no!
Or blue pendant or whatever. You never like to see Moldorm get a blow like that.
It was taking a bump.
Fayen is entering Total Rock. This is a pretty close race. I love the charge through Moldorm. That technique is the best. if it works, anyway.
Oh no!
There you go. He's dead. He's on his way to Agahnim.
It looks like Frank is not going for the right side, though, so he'll probably run into the same issue that Vasquez did.
Yeah, if you add both times together, you'll get... I mean, I just don't divide by 2. It would be the same thing as the average. I mean, whatever. Either way.
Yeah.
It certainly is easy to do.
Good soundtrack choice.
Double hit on Agahnim there, finishes the job. Going on to Ganon. Vasquez is going to be our first clear unless he runs into issues, but I don't see how he could when he's got all the stuff in the game. Son's 4 hearts or whatever, like, he's got it all. I think he even got a fairy on the way.
I think he might have picked up another blue potion as well in Ganon's tower.
Yeah. Like, this is bulletproof here, this Ganon fight. This is as easy as Ganon gets right now.
Would be an easy win. Frank getting bumped in the pits, though, having some trouble with the fire bars. Oh, there you go. Going for a little bump trick.
Oh no, taken out by Chomps. Got the big key.
Ooh.
But that's not too much time lost, but I wonder if
pretty
Clifford,
early in, but I don't know.
is Clifford
I
going
think
to
Frank
go
and
right?
Clifford, they're still overall farther. That would make sense if Clifford goes right. That would be the best idea.
I certainly would if I were in his shoes, and that's where the key is going to be. So let's see if he does, because that's going to make a difference too. If they split up right away, or if he just goes left to straight to the boss. I think he's going to go right. I don't see why he wouldn't. He didn't. Okay. I don't know. That seems weird because his buddy has only got 4 chests left on the left side.
Yeah, I don't know why they would both go left.
Maybe he really wants that mirror shield, huh?
They can't know it's a mirror shield though. They haven't been there.
Let me get these trackers up to date because they look like that. The crystals do anyway. Everyone has ice rod.
What are we calling his time, by the way, when the screen goes black after you enter the door?
Entering the door. As soon as I see that door transition, I'm stopping the clock. I'm going by. They also type it in Discord, so there's that too. We are at 1:51. There's that fanfare playing still. Takes forever. 1:15 is our time. Vasco's first done.
Vasco's first place, but second place is going to be interesting here. With the boo sprite, the hardest sprite in the game. What a champ.
Nice work.
Yeah, looks like Clifford is going to the right now.
Changed his mind. I wonder what he was after on the left. Some keys, maybe? Maybe he just wanted to grab a couple keys.
It could be.
You do need one. He would have probably had to do it anyway. I'm not sure how many keys are on the right side. I don't think there are any, actually, because the red tunic and the big key is there, and what else? What the heck else is there? Look at this waiting for the treadmill.
Did you know that block even goes on the pause screen? It's got places to be.
Neat. Well, they have the red tunic.
But... and that's going to be big key. Clifford's ready to go.
Yeah, they're on their way.
Like, tell Frank, get over to the right side. That's where the good shit is.
He's already there. He's already working on it. He knows.
Yeah, I think this one might actually be Frank and Clifford because Fian is still in Turtle Rock. That's going to be a big time loss.
Yeah, I don't know if Vasco's bought them enough time to save it. Fayen's having a lot of trouble with this strange room.
Ooh, this is not good at all.
Yeah, this isn't a pretty sight right now. I'm not sure how you're gonna get out of this situation. Actually, that's pretty nasty.
Is that a soft lock? I think it might be possible to bump it out of the right side here, but
I'm not even sure how that happened. Like they tried to Samari Kane the switch and they ended up on the blue and they couldn't go right, so they were stuck.
I think this might be the seal it. I think that might kill it.
Yeah, this is time that you can't afford. Oh no. Trying to push the block, but it won't let him. Oh jeez.
Not happening. Oh.
I don't think that's gonna hit.
It's not far enough now.
Oh man.
No, you just gotta mirror out, cut your losses and go.
Yeah. The question is, did they go outside? They did, so it's not. It honestly would have been faster to just mirror at this point. They would have already been back. I
don't know why they're not mirroring right now. You'd say you've wasted so much time doing the block strategy here. It's not working.
Maximum frustration. Yeah, because you're gonna end up by the big chest. They came in this way, so they would have just had a little walk to do. They don't need to bother with this. It's not that big a deal.
Like, I'm sure there probably is some way to finagle it over so you can field goal it over to the switch, but at this point it's just way too much wasted time. There we go.
Uh-oh. They might have some trouble winning here. I hope they have a blue potion or something.
Because yeah, both green team members are now in the gauntlet.
Yeah, we were talking about like a 15-second journey. They're already back. They're looking for hearts and mana though. They need a little bit of that. Good
desperately
stuff.
need that. Can't run out of magic either because they need it to travel downstairs as well. These fire bars are actually a legit threat now.
Yeah, they're hard to dodge. Like, you gotta use hookshot if you really care. That's what I would do. And then you gotta fight the boss. I hope they have powder. I think they do. Yeah, they do. They just need mana. They're gonna play it safe and just lock out the exit here. Oh no! But play it safe. Jeez.
This is the worst place to die. You do not want to die here.
Yeah.
There you go.
That would actually be quite a walk if they fell there and died. They're taking a death, get healed. That's not a bad idea right now. I understand.
I think at this point it's too much. I think green is going to take it.
That 2 minutes lost there does not help, I'll tell you that. What is this song that I have? It's just the ocarina song. What is? Get out of here.
Just every song.
Stop playing that.
Did they put in my Scarecrow song, which is just see down, see down, see down, see down?
With that, knock it off. I don't want that in my list. Yeah, green team is sealing this. I'm pretty confident that they've got it at this point. They managed to catch up despite the lack of Titan mitts and bow for a long time.
Yeah. Like Vascos, he does have a huge time advantage, but is that going to be enough? Because they're both running consistently here. They're both fairly close to each other.
Vascos was the first one to find the final item, which it's pretty significant, but in this case, did not buy enough time. I don't think.
Like, it's significant in that, like, yeah, you know where it is, but it doesn't really help if you can't actually get to it yet.
It took them a long time to find it, too, is the other thing. Like, it was really late game. It was, honestly, we were talking about how it could only be in Turtle Rock at this point. Like, they had checked everywhere else. So, there was really not very many options left for it. But Yane is doing okay. They probably have this. They can die in one hit. Hopefully they won't take that hit and they can finish this boss. There it is. Last Crystal Fane on their way to Ganon's Tower. Pretty good fight, considering the complications of health and mana there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that they give you a full mana before the fight, and that half mana definitely helps. Definitely needed that there.
Frank getting bumped up by Moldorm, that'll lose a little bit more time. Gonna come down to the wire here.
What is our time looking like here? I think we're looking at just over 2 hours for the other players.
Yeah, a couple minutes on the Ganon fight. Shouldn't be too long.
We'll soon have green team's total score. But Yane is going left. Why is that happening?
Maybe stocking up on keys?
Yeah, I keep thinking that they need a key to open the door, so this is absolutely the right way. I was just confused, but yeah, that's why. Have to have a key just to go right at all, but they also, I think they need another one actually. They have to go further left first. before they can actually do this. Now that I think about it, they have to have an extra key, right? Unless there's one up there. Maybe there is. I wasn't... Oh, there could be a key here.
I think it was just arrows and rupees. Yeah.
Clifford's on the Ganon fight. Wrapping it up. Use the potion for safety.
Therefore.
Looking at about 2 hours and 2 minutes for Clifford, I think, and not too much more for Frank.
Wait, I missed something. What did Fan mirror out? They missed the fire puzzle?
Not
Oh,
sure.
the hand grab. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Wallmaster. Hate those things are the worst.
201 and some change for Clifford. Story and Frank right behind and minutes behind, less than minutes. 201.12. Clifford's time.
It's gonna be finished real soon.
This was a long one. I'm used to team battles going faster, just because that scumbag Ice Rod running the game again just won't show up. Just had to do the bomb fairy and some nasty dungeons, and even in less than a minute, teammate finishes, which is not as uncommon as you would think. 201.50 is about what this time will be. Green team is done at 51. 201.51.
Alright.
So we have about 4 hours and 3 minutes on the green team. Which means that Payane actually has a couple minutes left, but that's just not going to be enough.
Gonna have to be really good execution here. Hopefully no more deaths. That'd be real bad.
I think it's going to be closer than we think, but it's going to be, I think it's going to be a couple minutes shy. Assuming really good execution in here. I don't know.
Oh, nice mask. Good video in the gauntlet.
So their average
part
time
is-
is obviously 2 hours and 1 minute and about 30 seconds.
Yeah, keys aren't going to be the issue here. It'll just be execution.
Payane actually has about 5 minutes to finish to win this average time, because Vasco spot quite a bit of time with 11 minutes there.
Yeah, we're not going off in-game timer. That's not really accurate.
Yeah, we're going by my clock in the center there, as I started it when they all got the go message. I do account for stream lag and stuff though, so if it ends up being extremely close, I'll go back and check. But everyone did start around the same time, like within a second of each other, And that's not going to matter here, obviously. Yeah, save and quit time never gets counted when you look at the in-game talent. There's just no way to do it. The whole thing gets reset. This was an extremely good match, yeah. And of course, the random luck of it is making a big difference here. Oh, the broken heart's still asleep. It's because something like 70% of the bracket isn't on us or all at all. I can't use that chat. We have Discord timestamps.
Yeah, we got my Discord stuff, we got the stream, we got VODs. We'll know.
We'll work with it. Almost there. Just have the keys they need. They're fine to finish. It's gonna be really close.
Moltorn's coming up.
Got another one of these disasters.
Oh no.
That's twice. He's done that twice this match. Cannot afford this time right now. Healing.
Some health.
Maybe it was an intentional decision. I don't think so though, because isn't there a fairy in the final chest?
I want to say there's a fairy on the way somewhere, either by like transformation.
I feel like
yeah,
it's in this last chest. I feel like it is, but I'm not completely sure about that. What the? Alright, take that chest.
I don't get it.
Don't need that junk, I'll tell you.
Just block it off. Get revenge on the Kane for screwing you over earlier.
I wonder if they think they're done for. They don't realize that they're actually not, maybe. They only have a couple minutes. They're gonna need a very good Ganon fight. This needs to be good too. 2 hits, that's not bad. There was some trouble with this guy in this today. He's just not lining up right. Red team might have it.
It's going to be really close.
Looking at these numbers, I think Red team has a very good shot at winning this right now.
Alright, there's Agahnim. All down to Ganon.
Like we said, Ganon's going to be a pretty free Ganon, so we're looking at a very short fight. As long as they don't mess around and finish the job, they probably will win, actually. Like, they have time. They do.
Yep.
They've got 90 seconds. Really, before I'm probably going to call it for red, but we'll see. I'll do the math, sure, once we have the real numbers.
I think it's a little more than 90. We'll see.
Need to get these
I think
phases.
around 211.
Didn't get that phase. I would have tanked him. Ganon could have been done a little faster. That extra spin is killing the time. Oh no.
Oh, a lot of damage too. If you get 1 hit, that's it.
Yeah, that's no good. That would be really bad because they skipped the fairy. That would be ultimate.
That would be it.
That would be the ultimate sin. Oh no.
Yeah, God, if the soft lock Kane thing, if that was the cause of the end of the match, that'd be brutal. Release the bee. Shoot bees at him.
Got the torch glitch going on. That's not bad. What else we got?
All right.
We need just 4 shots now. Just 4 hits. Missed him.
Ooh.
I don't know why she skipped the ferry. That's a joke, I think. I think they.
Every second counts.
Yeah, I think that they thought they were finished because both teammates. I mean, the other team finished like 10 minutes ago, so it probably feels pretty bad. But it's not as bad as it looks at all. Like you're gonna end up losing by like a minute if you lose. If you lose.
I think they can get it.
One more hit. One more hit. We just need to know what the final time is. They're finished. Our races are all cleared. What is the final time? It's 2:10 something. It is going to be less than a minute difference. It really is.
This is going to be so close, too. Wow.
32. 2:10:32.
I want to say this is red by a little bit.
Let me
Let's
add
do
those
some
up.
math.
I think it might be. Okay, I'll give you the average on the left side first, too. I mean, we can just add them together. We don't have to do any complicated math.
Yeah, no, you don't have to average.
But the average for green team is 201.31. Okay, and half and half. 201.31 versus 2 and 53. They got it. Red team wins. They won by about 40 seconds. Red team has taken it.
That is a damn close race.
I wonder if they know that. You know what? Let's bring them in here. If they want to join.
Well, then,
Red team did pull it off, despite that. I don't think they think that they won. Man. That was extremely close. There's Clifford. Oh, Clifford.
Hey guys.
How's it going?
there you go.
Oh man, that was fun.
You both finished really close, and then Vasco's finished super early, and he made up enough time that
Yeah. Vasco's beat us real fast. He's way ahead
We
of everyone.
were watching the VODs live, and holy crap, we thought that red was finished after the whole issue with the block in Turtle Rock. Pulled it off though. You pulled it off.
Issue with the block in Turtle Rock.
yeah, there was one.
Yeah.
Basically, they got stuck behind some. It was in the room where the roller moves back and forth with the chest.
Oh yeah.
Fayang got stuck there for a while. But red team
glad
still
you got
won.
out of there.
Red team still took it by just a little bit.
That's crazy.
It was a really good race.
Man, that bow though, hiding behind the green pendant.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bow
That was
was
crazy.
super rude because that was stuck behind the boots, was stuck behind the green pendant.
Fayang, are you around? I was wondering why you you put a red block on the validation chest instead of picking up a ferry. And we were afraid it would cost you the win because it was super close. It seemed like you resigned.
No, not really. I was just being a little bit tilted at that point.
You pulled it off.
Like, we had some communication issues in Ice Palace, which, due to the sprite, I wasn't able to pull off a bomb jump for whatever reason, and we kind of had some miscommunication about the big key afterwards. I had to basically do Ice Palace 3 times, so I was kind of...
Oh man.
But apart from that, yeah, like getting stuck in that room there was not really nice either. And I tried to like get the the block out of there because I know Andy did it once and he like got out of there somehow with.
Yeah, you would have been better off just failing.
Block, but yeah.
Clifford, I saw you died to cold stare, right?
Yes, I did with a blue potion in my pocket.
That guy's
I
sneaked up on
was
you.
salty.
That was definitely a bad circumstance.
Yes.
That hurt real bad.
Yes, that. I was tilted after that for a while.
I'm trying to remember what else happened. The ice rod's location was disgusting.
Yeah, lots of item locations were. We didn't get gloves until fairly late.
Yeah, red team had them the whole time. Titan.
Red team was running with gloves for so long.
It was the green pendant to get the boots to get the bow. That was the worst.
That was okay. Like it was the last location basically.
That was
Yeah.
the fun part.
Safe
I
from
wanted to
my
go
own
to
land.
swamp.
Hmm.
And you didn't even want it to go in, and I was like, well, look, there's 6 chests in swamp, let's go. Then it was ether and the green pendant being required, so.
Well, you've shown me very clearly that I cannot run 4 trackers at once with any accuracy. I did my best, but I might have to make
spoiler
the
log
play-
for next run.
Yeah, that too. I forgot to make a spoiler log, but I might have to make the players use a tracker so that I can at least try to keep up.
I had a tracker, so.
Yeah, red team's trackers helped me a lot.
Sorry, I don't-
Wrangle up some volunteers.
I did my best. It's not too big a deal, but it is nice for the viewers, so I tried to keep up, but it was impossible after a while.
Well, I'll get one for the next race.
I can give you one.
Help you out.
With a setup too. Like that's what I mean. I can probably provide everyone with the same one.
Okay.
That's easy to do. It was Zarby's, I think, is the one that's on the that I use. Like I can give everyone that one, and it can just be the same that way.
Right.
Well, good
Easier
race.
for you.
Yeah,
Yeah, great race, guys. GG.
that was super
Well played,
close. Round
everyone.
1. We are probably having another one in a couple hours. I'm not sure when, but Best Coast fan, you're actually moving on to round 3. It's going to be open from there on because this was a round 2 game technically.
Oh, okay.
And
Time to
Clifford,
practice open.
Yes.
you and your partner will be in the losers bracket. You're still in, but you'll be in losers bracket. It's going to be standard still for a couple games.
Okay. Frank
Just
will be
the,
happy about that. He's
If
still
it says
scared
round
of
1 or round 2 above it, that's standard. Everything else is open. That's the way I'm running
Alright.
this.
Sounds good.
Well, thanks for playing, everybody. I'm gonna do
Hey,
some
thanks for
layout
hosting.
stuff. Yeah.
Alright.
I'm gonna eat a burger.
All right.
Take
Y'all
it
have
easy.
a good one.
Yeah.
GG, guys.
Take care.
GG.
I'm going to head out for now, but like I said, I think there is a race happening at 7, so in an hour and a half, there might be another one of these. That may happen. We'll run it a little bit more smoothly, hopefully. I will definitely have a spoiler log, at least to reference, but also the tracker situation might be resolved a little bit better than it was here. It was a little tough, for sure, to keep up with. I'm looking for somebody to host in the meantime. A lot of my buds are at SG2Q. I'll host Adirondack Rick. He's running some races right now, it looks like. I'll see you later, folks.